Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Saturday, August 15th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner and I make these daily videos so we all stay on our purpose-driven path, especially during this time of COVID with so many unknowns. So if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Stick around till the end. All of my info is down below in the diddly-do box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you can email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. All right, let's jump into our cards. I have been using this magnificent, I'm madly in love with this deck, the Gregory Scott Tarot. And Gregory Scott is a really interesting guy. He's an astrologer, numerologist, and tarot reader. And this deck will be released in a couple weeks, and I got a signed copy. Anyway, I'm loving it. So here we go. General reading. All right, our first card today is the Ten of Swords. Well, you can look at this card in many different angles. First of all, we have, is this one of the faces up above, is that comedy or tragedy? I think that's tragedy, right? And tragedy with all those swords being stuck into your back, but she's reading about it, so it's like a whole big drama unfolding. But there's a mirror that's reflecting this. So the question here is, a lot of tarot readers refer to this card as like the rock bottom. Like, have you hit your bottom yet? Are you still tied up? Have you been stabbed in the back enough by those stories? Perhaps it's with another person who maybe you've cleaned up your act, but you have a friend or a partner or a loved one who's still using whatever substance or whatever. And are you caught up in the melodrama, or are you relaxing and unwinding and recognizing this is just a big story that's going on? So the question is, where do you identify in this? And you know, some of you have been struggling. Like, I get it. It's been hard out there. It's been tricky for this isolation and being left to a lot of emotions. Okay, that'll come in a second. All right, so Spirit's saying, don't say that yet. Okay, so that's the question. Is I'm really getting that this is in relationships in particular, or it could be, you know, there's trauma in work wounds. I don't know why we don't have work therapy or work therapy support groups, because there are a lot of, you know, business is changing, thank goodness. I mean, it has to change now in a time of COVID, but even in the before times, things were changing, right? But being caught up in it and finding your way out of that story is really tricky. So, you know, just pay attention. If it's a mirror image, maybe it's happening to someone else that you're really identifying with. Oh, that's good. Thanks, God. That is good. So pay attention to that. Where are these stories? Where are you in the story? Are you remembered to just read it? Aren't you tired of reading? Isn't your rest? You're not even comfortable. Like, your arm is falling asleep. Are you asleep? That's the question. All right, our second card brings more clarity. And this is the Eight of Cups. Now, boy, I mean, this is about going down memory lane and thinking about, you know, maybe back at your mom's house or your dad's house or your uncle's house or that psycho's house. That's what I really got. It's like that psycho's house. Remember that? And the romance, and you thought it was going to be all teddy bears, and you finally got out of there. He came after you with a knife in the shower. Do you remember that? Right? And you got the hell out of there. The Eight of Cups can be triggering a lot of old memories, good and bad. Those teddy bears, you know, Matt Kahn, I don't know if you've heard of him. He is... he's pretty neat and has very positive messages moving forward, but he's a light worker. And he always says, and here come the teddy bears, like here comes the teddy bear brigade. So anyway, it's a whole bunch of emotions being triggered here. The Mother Peace Tarot deck, which is kind of like a staple in the 80s and 90s, or maybe just in the 90s, has an octopus with like 8 little different, I know we've talked about it, my old timers, you're not that old, but you know, my regulars, with having those 8s of cups and having perhaps 8 different things. This is like a plethora. One memory has led in the whole. So you might feel, or you might need to get the hell out of that story, because it could be a comedy or a tragedy. And most tragedies are comedies if they're told right. So anyway, it's almost as if I see a smile. This house is kind of laughing at her. All right, and our final tarot card today is the 8 of Pentacles. So here's what I'm hearing. This is about forging forward in your work. You're channeling, you're doing your God work. Like, what is, look at this guy. He is so into what he's doing. He's so good at it. He helps he builds all these protective ways to be around. Like, in his work, he is secure and protected. So this could be, and I know did I mention today the work trauma? I don't know. This could be you telling a new story, stepping out of the old way you used to work, right? And into doing your divine God work. Stepping forward, forging forward. Like, that's all I keep hearing. Keep going forward, because that 8 is the number of infinity. And this new work, this new way of being can really carry you for, I'm hearing, till the next Iron Age. I don't know. Will we have another Iron Age? I don't know how those ages work. Yeah, forge forward. And look, he's using precious metals. It's precious. I'm seeing gold, silver, brass, like all of these incredible elements around here to help you and keep going forward. The more you throw yourself in your work, the more success is going to come. It's going to just naturally flow. Anaya, for you too. This is your birthday reading. I'll give you another one, though, because happy birthday, Anaya. She's one of my soul sisters. So keep forging forward. You've got it. You've got it. You've got all the tools around you, too, to do what you need to do. All right. Our final card today comes from The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And I love this deck, and all that info is down below. And it is this beautiful number 8. My God, you guys, we got 3 8s. We got a full house. We got an 8 here, and an 8 here, and an 8 here. So that's a real reality. This is about your eternal spirit. This is you stepping into you. And here we have the beautiful community card. But you know what I love most about this? Well, first of all, I love community. I love living in community. I love living in harmony in community and connecting with others, doing our own things, but supporting each other. But you know what I love most about this community card? First, it looks like community, but look how sparse it is. Sparse it is. It doesn't mean you have to be right on top of or right next to your community. Your community can be out here in the ethers like these birds, or it could be in this face in the hay, right? Or your community could be these mothers and mothers growing their own businesses. Let's say, I love talking about business because I like business. But what is this young, this nurturing, maybe, who knows, maybe she's just an aunt or an aunt or whatever. But this community doesn't seem like a crowded, like chaotic beehive. It's spacious, and you can relax and move at your own pace and do your own thing. And look at the beautiful, like, red dirt and the blue skies above. Blue skies, mother's singing to me, blue skies shining on me, nothing but blue skies do I see. So even though there may be a few clouds, thanks Mom, there's blue skies ahead. So keep forging forward, Tomato. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. Wow. It is just accepting that if you're caught up in this story of the past, just recognize it. This is a story from my past. Ask yourself, am I in the present moment? Am I present? Am I ready to change? You can do the work. And if you have hit rock bottom, as this card often is pertain to those in AA or NA as rock bottom, if you have hit rock bottom, I'm going to link numbers down below in the description, because I think it's important that you know there are people available all the time, and doing your work always pays off. Do your own work. Pay attention to your stuff. Let go of everybody else. Focus on you. Do your work. You can do it. And that's how you grow your community, by doing your own work. Wow, sounds like a big day. But you know what? You're ready for it. You're strong. You're beautiful. You have done an incredible job getting through life so far. And you've made it through all those terrible days up till today. So I know you can do this. Oh, this will be easy for you. You're a pro. All right, my dear. If you're one of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I really am hoping to help grow this channel and hit 300 subscribers soon. So please do those YouTube-y things like, share, subscribe, all that nonsense. And you know, just take really good care of yourself. Don't get dehydrated if you're working too hard. If you're near all that heat, be sure and drink a lot of water. And when we awaken that energy, that fire in the belly, we got to keep it nourished. So take really good care of yourself. The produce season is unbelievable this year, so eat your best local fruits and vegetables. And remember to say nice things to you, right? All right, my dear. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.